Hi everybody, this is my week one reflection. I asked a friend of mine to send me a text on Saturdays and ask me questions. And one of the things I told her to ask me was, what was my biggest challenge, success, and aha moment? And then she added these: how am I feeling emotionally, physically, and mentally right now? So I thought I would respond by making a video. And so that I could document for myself how things are going. So I'll start with today's first weigh-in this morning. I was nervous. I had been excited all week, and then when the morning came, I was like, what if I only lost a pound or none? I know I've been doing bright lines, and I know that's a drastic change, but I still was like, I don't know. I don't want to, I didn't want to get disappointed. And my daughter happens to be here with me today, so she went with me and she hugged me before, and we did a little dance after, and we're being silly, and it was great. So I started out, my weight was, I'm going to write this down too, 293.6. And I went down to 287.8. I lost 5.8 pounds. So that was pretty, amazing. And I had to deal with a little self-talk because, in my youth, I haven't been on diets in a long time, but in my youth, when I was on diets, I would, in my teens and 20s, if I lost, it was always like, oh, you're going to lose the most weight the first week. It's the water weight. It's the water weight. And I'm like, and so my self-talk is like, oh, yeah, that's a great number, but you're never going to lose that much in a week again. So just, don't get too excited. Don't be too excited. And I don't care. I really don't care right now. I'm like, I am losing weight. Even if I lose a half a pound, I have a digital scale. If I lose a half a pound a week, or if I lose none, and then the next week I lose a pound, I know that that's a really good thing. So, I just have to keep reminding myself that when the little self-talk monster comes up and tries to self-sabotage. The other thing I want to do is I want to stand up so you can see what I look like right now. This is on week one. And I'll turn to the side. Oopsie. So this is week one. And I think I want to do that every time. Try to remember to say my weight, weight loss, and show my body. I'm writing this down for myself. So the questions: what were the biggest challenges this week? I think the biggest challenge this week was not what I thought would be the biggest challenge. So the biggest challenge this week was knowing how much food makes the amount of food I need. So I bought all this food. I had prepped with a week worth of, this is going to be a long video. I prepped with a week worth of food I had written out. So I had bought at least most of it, actually, the first time I went grocery shopping. But I had no idea how much, mushrooms do I need, and spinach and chicken and blah, blah, blah. Until I started making it. And then I was like, oh, I have this much left over. Oh, I have that much fruit. So I feel like it's going to take some time. That was actually the biggest challenge. Not what I thought was going to be the biggest challenge. I thought the biggest challenge, which I'm going to talk about, is my next question, is success. My biggest success was actually what I thought my biggest challenge was. And that is only eating the amounts that I was allowed to eat. I thought that would be my biggest challenge. Actually, that was my biggest success, and I felt like I really kept bright lines. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't 100%. So what I mean by that is there were times when I did go, 0.1 on the scale over because I didn't want to waste that food. That's going to be hard for me to waste food. And avocado, you can't save avocado that. I mean, you can with lemon, blah, 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 but there were a few times I did that. But for the most part, I was pretty rock solid with my bright line and with my eating. So I thought eating was going to be the hardest, that I was going to be starving and I wasn't going to be able to keep to the limits. And I was able to do that. I would say my aha moment was that I that tea with a little cream. I've been using cream and sometimes cream and milk in my tea in between my meals, right after meals, whenever I get hungry is a godsend. I mean, I love sparkling water, but I feel like sparkling water only goes so far. And I'm sure, the cream is helping the tea to keep me sustained. But I was able to lose and still have tea. And I had coffee, I think once. No, I had coffee twice. But I used to drink lots of lattes, and I did make one latte with whole milk and I think a splash of cream at home here. And that was heaven, of course. So I'm lowering my coffee intake and upping my tea. And I had a lot of headaches this week, so I did do caffeinated tea, but I do often do decaf. So how am I feeling emotionally, physically, and mentally? I think good all over, which is, just good. I emotionally, I still feel a little tender and a little, like baby step. Can I do this? Can I really do this? But mentally, no, physically, I don't feel good. I'll get to that. Mentally, I feel really strong. Like, I feel really strong, and like, I did this for a week. I did not eat sugar or flour and stuck to the lines for a week. If I can do it for a week, I can do it forever. I know somehow that makes sense and doesn't make sense. Physically, right now, today, this is about today. Like usual, I woke up with sore body, and I am wearing, these are jeans that the jeans that I am wearing, these used to be really loose on me, and now they've gotten tight. So when I sit down, this part is digging into my body, and it's not pleasant, and I may go and change. And I have a bunch of pants that are this size, and that I'm, only wearing for a little while, and then I change into like yoga pants. And so that's hard mentally and emotionally. But like, I felt like I needed to put them on as a reminder that 5.8 pounds is great. And it's just the start of this marathon. It's a lifelong like pursuit of health. And, I'm so excited that I started off with a bang, and, but I'm in it to win it. I feel like I'm in it to win it. Sometimes with more fervor than others, but I'm just looking at my body right now. My face. Like, let's look at my body right now. So, I don't think I'm ugly. I think I'm beautiful. But I also, this is a lot of extra weight, and this is a lot of extra weight, and these are gigantic, and they didn't start out that way when I grew up. It's like they're unnaturally a size that they don't need to be. And it hurts. This extra weight hurts. And so, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm grateful, so grateful for this program. And I'll end with some gratitude. I'm going to add that, gratitude. So my gratitude this week is that shout out to my friend. I'm like, should I say her name? My friend S, we'll call her, for introducing me to Bright Lines, because I'm forever grateful to her and to OA. I met her. She's a fellow of mine, and no, I definitely can't put her name in here. And I'm grateful to myself. Right now, I'm really grateful to myself that I didn't start Brightline immediately when I first found out about it. And I gave myself the time that I needed after I was doing a big program in the spring. And I gave myself the time I needed to really get ready, prepare mentally and emotionally for this. And then I gave myself a month to read the book and prepare. And then I'm like, I'm here and I'm committed. So I'm grateful to myself. And here we go.